everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today's dance review. I am so glad you are here. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Tia Joy. Welcome. And to everyone who's already, fam, what's up? I'm so glad you are here. If you've been sticking with me since day one, since breaking, I appreciate y'all, like, for real. Like, you stay one, my day one. Let's go. Now, I have a dance review for you today, and we're going to talk about street dance dose. Now, before I get into this dance review, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. If you have been watching these dance reviews and you have not subscribed yet, hit subscribe, okay? And if you love these dances, and if you know friends that love dance and they have seen these movies, get them to join on here as well and hit that subscribe button as well. Like, come on, be part of the fam, y'all. And don't forget to hit that bell so that way instantly you can be in the know when I upload new video. Street Dance came out in 2012, and we have your favorite directors, who is Max and Dania. Let's go. So they are back with a second street dance, and once again it's in 3D as well. And like, if you enjoyed the first one, you might as well watch the second one, because the second one, they are back. There's a brand, it's a whole new crew, but we have some returners up in here, but it's all good if they all didn't come back. No worries, because they still killed it. Okay, so now we have a brand new crew. In this movie, we have a new fusion. So in the first one, you have hip hop and ballet, but this one we have hip hop and Latin. Okay, so Ash, who is played by Falk Henschel, and he has a job giving out some popcorn. And so he has this dream. He wants to be in this dance competition, this dance crew who's led by Vince, aka played by Flea Styles. What up? I'm so glad he's in here because he did such an amazing job playing this. But Invincible is the group to beat, and so he ends up linking up with Eddie, who finds him, and Eddie, who is back, let's go, and he's played by George Sampson. And he helps him out to find the finest, best dancers in Europe. That way they can work together to go to the dance competition. And so he ends up running to, they end up getting Steph, Junior, Ali, Legend, Bam Bam, Tino, Terabyte, Yo-Yo, Killa, Scorpion. So he gets all these dancers and he prepares them for the dance competition, but also Eddie takes him to find one more member, and that is Ava, and she is played by Sophia B. And like, she is such an amazing dancer. I remember seeing her in Hollywood Tonight doing Michael Jackson tribute dance and music video. So seeing her was like amazing. To see her in this movie was like, yes. And she is an amazing Latin dancer. And so when Ash see her, he was like, oh heck yeah. And so she has a partner named Lucien, and he's played by Michael Fonts. And so by her being part of the group, he pretty much wanted to mix up the dancing, not just have hip hop, but he definitely wanted to involve salsa, because one thing that he does know is that Invincible does, they're all about hip hop, like all forms. They have tutting, they have popping, they have locking, they have b-boying, they have freestyle, they have all types of dance styles in the hip hop. But Ash really wanted to dip in something different, to bring a different flavor to the group, to help them be different and stand out. and knowing that Invincible ain't gonna reach outside of hip-hop. So once he see the dancing, like he's like her dancing, he definitely knew that this is what the fire, the spice that they definitely need to really amp up their crew. And so I'm about to get into some of my favorite scenes that I absolutely love about this movie, so here we go. So my first favorite scene is the Latin battle. Now when I saw this, yo, I have never seen anything like this, like for real, for real. I've never seen dancers in a ring. Well, I have seen dancers in a ring, but not doing it a salsa type Latin battle. I've seen hip hop, I've seen, you know, regular boxing, but this is a whole different thing. And yo, they were fire. They killed it. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about this leg hold that this girl does in a turn, and then he swings her. He does a leg turn with the girl, and then he swings around his back until she sits down, and it's like, now what? I'm like, okay, oh, okay, like Miss Flexible, like go ahead and do that leg hold into that flip into the. I can't do that, but she could do it. I think I could do it in my head. Like, hold on. Yeah, I just did it, so I hope y'all saw it. But y'all, like, like, okay. And then I also like the little swing that Ava does around his shoulder. So she, you know, these girls are real. You could tell that when it comes to salsa, when it comes to Latin dance, you definitely got to trust your partner, because these girls will be swung around like hair weave. Like, okay, like, and they were sticking it. Like, they didn't fall or nothing. Like, these men had some complete control over these women. So it's like, okay, well, you better have that control, because the way I'm set up, honey, And so I just also like the flip that the girl did with her legs straight. He takes her and then he flips her, and it's like, okay, do you? And I also like the flips that Lucien does with Ava as well, and it was just really, really dope. And I also like how the spin, how the guy took the girl, put her in the air, he had her on her shoulder spinning her, then he lifted her up in the air and spin, then dropped her and she went all the way down to his waist, and then he's spinning her then. So it's like, okay, like, you better swing like a swing, because I can't swing. Like, like, that was pretty dope. But at the end of the day, that was pretty sick how controlled he had her, how he has so much control, but you know, she trusted him most definitely. And I also like the flip that Ava did, and the partner did, the other flips that he did with her. And then I like how her hands, how the last flip that he did, her hand touched her feet, and she had like her legs behind her back, and he pretty much put her on like a seatbelt. So it's like, okay, just drop her through like that. Okay, like, it was dope. Because like I said, I never seen the battles like this before. Like, they were really like getting into it, and they were going rounds after rounds, like, okay, you can do this, I can do this. So these girls are flexible. Like, I'm pretty much trying to, you know, take my leg, it's like, ugh, and it's like, you ain't gonna flip me with my leg straight in the air though. That's not gonna happen, because, you know, unless there's like some blocks, you know, some jump blocks. But they were very fierce. They killed it straight up, and I just love the fierce. I love the aggression. I love the they were very. They just had an amazing time, and at the end of the day, it was all fun and game. It was all fun, and they did, and I really love this whole scene. So Manu, who is Ava's uncle, played by Tom Conti, and he was like, if you can survive in the ring, you get the drinks for free. So I like how Ash goes in there and he starts trying to think he can dance against Ava, and she's like, okay. And then I like how he couldn't survive, but then like the music changed and her partner got in, and then he was trying to freestyle, and they were like, you need to get out, like, you don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, you stepped into our world, and if you don't know our world, you need to learn about our world. So he didn't know anything about what was going on, so that was kind of fun how they were shooting away. But it was really good battle. Like, I really love watching that. My second favorite scene is the battle with Serge. And Serge is back. So if you've seen the first one that I've done, which I'll have above, that's the group that was supposed to be beaten in for the UK champion. But for this one, they are back and now they're battling, and this was their opportunity for them to put into practice of everything that they have done and battle and use that mix of hip-hop Latin flavor. So I really like how, you know, you see Surge, and they are just a really good, fierce group. I love them. I love their angles, the shapes and stuff that they make. They're very aggressive, but they're very, very entertaining. You can tell they know what they're doing. And also they had amazing synchronization, and I like how they started off and they did a great job. And then you have the group, and then you have Terabyte when he goes, and he's just so, you know, this boy is popping, is dope. Like his boogaloos, like, okay, he definitely knows how to draw you in. And I just like how him, Eddie, and Killa, and how they were doing their little trio and how they were dancing together. And I like how the swing that they did with Junior in the air, and you know, and he was touching the floor while Ali was doing his little b-boy moves, which was pretty dope. And I like how the girls, how they came out and they started doing their dance together. Who was it? Bam Bam and Yo-Yo, and they were going out there doing their thing. And then I like how the little up and down movements that they were doing, that was pretty dope. And then I like how the trio came with Surge, and they started, they had some great musicality. Like I said, they really know how to dance together, be one. Their cannons were really dope. I like how they had the bats in their hand. They started dancing with it, and when they had the bat and they had it held up and they're dancing around, it kind of reminded me of Turbo when he was in the alley and he was dancing with the broom. It kind of reminded me of that just a little bit, not like 100% like they're trying to do exactly what, you know, Turbo did, but it just reminded me of that when it was standing, because I never seen a bat just stand like that. And I really like how the guy, he was doing like the Sierra bend, so he was going down and down, and then he did a nice circle and then went lower, and now it's pretty dope. And I also like the fire, how they took almost from the audience and then they were passing it around doing their little freestyle, and then the guy comes at the end and it's like boom, like right in their face, which is pretty dope. And you could tell, and I would have been like right in my face if I would have had my 3D glasses out. So it was really dope. So that was really nice. And then I like how Steph, when she got on top of it, she started doing her little freestyle on top of the guys, almost like she was on a hill. So that was really nice, and I really liked that whole scene. It was dope. They all did a great job. Now my last favorite scene that I love in this movie is Invincible versus, well, to be honest, I didn't really know what Ash was calling their group, but they were popcorn. That's just what they were. they were, I could just definitely say they're the popcorn crew, because when they came out, they had popcorn outfits as if they were selling popcorn. And that's kind of funny how the beginning, Ash's job was selling popcorn, and then at the end he was dancing popcorn. So that was really dope. And I just really like the little slide and I like how Invincible, and for this one they were really going back and forth, so you could definitely see the fusion of both of the groups in what they were doing and what they represent, which was dope. And I also like when the girls went and they were, and as they were doing their little pop, and then you see them combine it with AKA Slick when he was doing his little flexing movement. So that was a cool trio moment. They were doing their little tutting, so it was pretty dope. I like how when Ava comes out, and they were getting beat, you know, it was one-on-one. So popcorn win, they got one, and then the judges gave the round to Invincible crew. And I like how Ava comes in, and it was over, like straight up. Like after Invincible win, they did a great job, and Ava came out and they just tore the floor up. So it's like, okay, and they were not expected that to happen. And so her and Ash, they had some amazing footwork. Like, let's go. You could tell she definitely trusted Ash, because they were able to do the tricks that he so-called wanted to do, because she's like, if you can't do the basics, there's no way I could trust you with the tricks. So he definitely worked on it, and he did an amazing job with that. And I also like Loki, I like the scene when she was teaching him how to feel and not just try to dance to impress. And so when he was blindfolded, she was trying to teach him how to feel the movement and follow the sense. And so definitely you can see that he really took that in this last performance when he was dancing with her. And I like how all the guys, they were able to dance with Ava, so everyone had a chance to do a little dance with her. So it just really showed that they really took in and embraced the Latin dance that Ash was definitely trying to get the crew to understand and to learn. And I also and I like low key, I also like when they realized that they're going to combine salsa, Latin dance, and hip hop, they were like, this is dumb and stupid. But when Ash took them to the club and took them back, and they end up battling against the Latin dancers, man, those Latin dancers could go for hours and hours and hours. And it's funny to see the crew when they were just like so tired, because it's like, what is going on? Like, they couldn't survive so long with the battle because they weren't used to that. And they realized, and then when Ash got to realize, okay, they're like, when the crew was like, man, they're fierce and they can really get down, he was like, that's exactly why. And so now that they are in this battle, they got that fierceness. They know that they can go for hours and hours, and the other group possibly can't even go that long, because it's like, they ready, let's go. And so I just love that last scene. They did such an amazing job, and they killed it. The lesson I definitely learned is just definitely, don't be scared and just go for it. I know Ash, he was very fearful of doing this new idea of fusing Latin dance and hip hop. He was really scared because if you see in the beginning of this movie, he tried dancing, he ended up being embarrassed, and he didn't want to embarrass himself again, and so he was afraid. He definitely was that. But this movie definitely turned into, you just got to face your fears and just do it, and just be you, and don't worry about trying to impress people. Don't worry about trying to do what you think is right, that's going to get the attention. No, just do, it ain't about getting the crowds. It's about the love. It's about having fun. It's about your heart. And I know that Ava was definitely trying to teach him that. She was like, you need to relax, you need to calm down. Just it's about feeling, because people thought, she was saying how people think salsa dance and Latin dance is sexual, but she's like, nah, it's about feeling, it's about trust, it's about the love, it's about just releasing and being free and being yourself. And she definitely wanted Ash to understand that, and that's definitely that I know I've learned and it kind of takes me back to Anybody Can Dance, when he was talking about dance and what dance stand for. So he said D stand for discipline, A stand for awesome, N stands for new, C stands for confidence, and E stands for express. And I like how John Gere was all like, no, it ain't about, it's all about impressing. And Vishnu was all about, it's about expressing. So sometimes we get so caught up in impressing people that we forget to express. So we have to tear away the trying to impress and just express. So I like how Ash got that, and that's definitely what I definitely learned. Don't impress people, just express and just do you. And so that's the lesson that I learned, and I hope you learned as well. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also hit that bell so that way instantly you can know when I upload a new video, and also subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I upload a new dance review every Tuesday and Thursday. Amazing job to the choreographers in this movie, and we have the one and only, which is Rich and Tone. Let's go. We also have the Latin choreographer by Mikhail Fonts and Sharna Burgess. We have other choreographers, so we got the assistant choreographer, who is Paul Kirkland. We have the additional Latin choreographers, who are Mick Errol Nain, Pablo Baez, Jennifer Silvas, Giovanni De Jesus, Moretta Feliz. We have Chiquito. And we also have Yunazi Foray. So amazing job to all the choreographers, every single dancer and choreographer in the groups that are listed in this movie. I will definitely list them all in my Dancers Hall of Fame. So awesome job to all of y'all. You guys all did amazing job. If you have not seen this dance movie, you definitely need to go back and watch the first one and then watch the second one, because you will not be disappointed. Okay. I'll definitely see you guys all in the next one. And y'all, do not forget to make good choices, okay? Bye!